live out there, coming.
Hello, welcome Patreon and YouTube. Today I have another querent that I'm able to do a tarot reading for, so it's a good day today, and I'm looking forward to this. So I was just pulling some cards for myself there, so don't take any notice of that. Oh, let me just shuffle these cards a little bit. And do you have a question you like to ask before I begin?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, your Patreon. Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. I'm just.
You're a complete noob.
kinda
You're a
walking
complete
it.
beginner, right?
I walk into it blind, sure.
Right. Okie dokie. That's actually a good
Okay.
thing. It is a good thing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull you. I've already done the whole disclaimer, disambiguation of the deck. I just didn't record it. So if you're wondering, YouTubers or Patreon patrons, it's because I've already done that bit. But yeah, let's get right into it. So let's shuffle 3 times and then draw 3. Draw 3 cards. Okay. Interesting. Temperance and small like a gnat. Compassion. So I'm seeing you have a lot of either you have a lot of friends in your life, good friends, or this card is coming up basically because my name means dove. My name is Callum. My legal name anyway is Callum, and that means dove. It might be that it's come up for me in this case. Sometimes it does that. When I'm doing a reading for someone else, it will come up for me because I'm obviously doing a reading for you. So it's kind of telling you that I'm here with you in that sense. But it's either that or it's basically saying that you have a good friendship circle, I think, in your life at the moment. Is that true?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Right. Vishnu, temperance. So if I was reading this in the past, present, future, I think I'd say that something like your past was full of friendship and kind of peace and how do I put it, compassion, love. It was full of what's that word, it was just on the tip of my tongue. It's not naivety, it's something else. Innocence, that's the word. So yeah, your past was somewhat or totally even an innocent past. So as a child you were a very innocent being, right? In the Bible, not that I'm a Bible person, but I know certain kind of scriptures and writings in the scriptures, but it says in the Bible, Jesus says to be wise, to be as wise as serpents, but to be as harmless as a dove. So the dove doesn't just come up for compassion, because turtle doves mean friendship, but it actually comes up for innocence, because it represents like a pacifist mindset in a sense. So yeah, that's just something I could teach you about these cards. So why is Vishnu in the present? I'm wondering. I think it's because Vishnu is usually in the center of two things. It's the balancing point. It's almost the fulcrum of a system. It's like a balancing act, and
Okay.
and I think the Nat card has come up to represent your physical nature as a child, which would be small, right? Hence the gnat. And then your spiritual nature as a child, which is innocence. And in between that, you have the kind of connecting point of your spirit and your body, kind of connected in that sense.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of how I'm reading it right now, but it could be that this card actually often comes up for my friend Sean a lot, and we actually have a podcast that we do on my Patreon. It's on my YouTube, but it's on my Patreon as well. We talk about like all sorts of different conspiracies and things like that. It's pretty interesting. If you want to check it out, my Patreon link is right here. It's on my Patreon, but that's if you want to.
Okay.
And this is me here. So it's me and my friend, right there in the reading, because this card actually always comes up for him, the Vishnu card. So I've determined through that you know, it's me and him, right? It's dove because dove means Kala means dove, and Vishnu, or the card always comes up for him. But the small bit, if I was to carry on this reading relating to me rather than you, which unfortunately I'm sad to say that it could be relating to me rather than you, because I'm doing a reading for you, but I think this small card here kind of represents the capacity of our podcast at this point, because we're so, well, not the capacity, but the size of our podcast. Yeah, the capacity is endless, really. But the sorry, I'm just doodling here. I don't know what this actually means, but at the moment it's quite small because I don't have as many participants I'd like to have. So it's at the moment it's just me and him doing this podcast. So part of what I do here on Tabletop Simulator is I do readings for people for free. You know, they can donate to me if they choose to, if they really liked what they heard, even if they didn't like what they heard. But another side quest of mine is to get people involved with my podcast, because I think that, you know, there are a lot of interesting people out there who have a lot to say and who have an interesting perspective to offer. And I hope I'm not boring you now, but
No, I'm interested.
okay, that's good. That's great. I think, yeah, like I said, I think everyone has a great perspective to offer, and it would be awesome if I could find people through this game to join me in that kind of crusade of knowledge and whatnot. And yeah, like right now it's kind of small, so it'd be really interesting. But you know, as a side note, some people that I've met on here, they kind of don't want to be in the spotlight, and I understand why. They understand, like, the internet is a very volatile place, and it's kind of, you know, it can be very, like, fame, especially fame, can be quite like challenging to people, you know. So yeah, if just as a kind of like offer, if you ever wanna attend a podcast and just share your views, things like that, feel absolutely welcome, because you seem like a really what's the word, receptive person. So I'd be happy for you to join in on a podcast just to say hello. You know, you don't even have to have anything prepared or anything. Just to say hello and, like, you know, hash out whatever topic that I have written down at the time, and, you know, just see your perspective on it, because, you know, it's important to have multiple perspectives, because then you can actually find the truth of the matter, you know. But let me just pull you 3 more cards, and hopefully these cards will have something to do with you rather than me and my friend there. I did say that the cards could have meant a balance between your physical and your spiritual self, the innocence right there, and then the size right there, being that you're a child, you're small, right? And well, you're not a child now though, so that's why I'm thinking that maybe this is like a past reading, and I'd have to pull 3 cards to determine the present, and then another 3 cards to determine the future. So I don't know. Maybe I would try that out. Maybe I'll try that out. I don't know.
Okay.
Right. So let me just turn these over a sec so I can concentrate on the next 3. Alright. Chameleon, ripe, full. Okay, so okay. I'm getting that you've fallen for someone recently. Maybe it's not a person, but rather just the idea of falling in love with someone, like emotionally, and kind of like a girlfriend or a woman. Not sure why the chameleon's there. I think the chameleon might be representing the tendency for us to, as men, I mean women do it too, but as men we sometimes imitate, or we kind of reflect or try and be a different person based on the desires of another female, for instance. Not that I'm saying you're fake or anything like that, it's not the case, but I think that the chameleon card can be this kind of connected to this innocence of like reflecting or being receptive to your partner's needs or whatever. Can I ask if you're single or you're with someone?
I'm single.
Okay, so I'm getting that this fall card is representing falling in love, potentially with someone who is blonde.
Interesting.
Is that by any chance true?
I do not know any blonde people.
Okay.
Nor am I in love with any blonde people.
Okay. Okay, well, I can look at this reading a different way then. I think that, that's why. I was completely reading it wrong, my friend. I apologize. I've just fabricated a reading for you to confuse you. I do apologize. So, as you can see, you have here all and all, small and full, right? So these 2 cards are connected in the sense of they're coded. They're coded to be, they're fated to be read together. Similar things have happened before, but in a more obvious way. This is less obvious, obviously. This is less obvious, obviously, because I didn't read it. I didn't see it to begin with. but the opportune bit, the right bit, I think is something to do with the color of the chameleon currently. So the chameleon is kind of imitating the color of the peach. It's like, look, it looks peach right now, which is quite similar color, I must say. But let me just move on to the next 3 cards, because this reading is a little bit in the air right now. So hopefully this will bring it together a little bit better. Okay, so victimhood, demon, frown, upset, lamb, demon, frown, lamb, demon, frown. So I think you have been a victim of evil, and it's made you upset, potentially. Have you been a victim of like a malicious intent recently?
No, not recently.
Not recently. Okay. Do you mind me asking when that was?
Yes, I've experienced demons before. I am a minister of religion. I have cast out demons before. Yes.
Oh, so is this like a role-playing thing, or is this a genuine like thing?
What do you mean a role-playing?
Like, are you LARPing, or is this like a genuine, like you're a minister and you have cast out demons?
No, I'm a minister of religion. Yes.
Which religion?
The Christian religion, a Christian minister.
Oh, okay, interesting. That's pretty interesting. Okay. So I see that this is you, right? You're this man here.
Mm-hmm.
The demon, you're trying to stop this demon from possessing or hurting the lamb. The lamb is a victim, a potential victim of this demon. Let me pull some extra cards here. Water, possession. There we go. Like I said, see that? See that? Poltergeist, possession. We have a demon in your midst. Midst. How do you pronounce that? Midst. In your midst. I can't pronounce that word. So hive mind, bee hive mind, honey, bee hive mind. So right. So bees are architects, and I think you're building something.
I have a question. Could you hold on for a second? I need to take a phone call.
No worries at all.
It'll give you some time to think. Hello.
Hello. How do you do?
Hi, I'm back.
Okay, cool. So with the bee, I'm getting that you're quite like connected to your family, like family oriented. And
Not really.
You almost no.
No, I'm not. No, not really.
What about your friends? Would you say that you have like almost like a telepathic connection to your friends?
That's a little bit of a statement, I suppose. I don't. I wouldn't say. I have a couple friends, but nothing telepathic.
Okay. It must be something else then. I think the B might mean something else. Oh, that's what it is. It just came to me. I think my guides are telling me this. So you know how in the Bible there's a demon called Legion,
Yes.
and Legion is many.
Legion, yes.
Yes, it refers to itself as they and them, right?
Well, it also refers to itself as many.
Yeah, we are Legion and we are many, right? So
Yes.
it's like this poltergeist, this demon, this agent of evil, is Legion, as a hive mind of sorts, and that's what you're fighting, I think, with holy water, perhaps.
I don't believe in holy water. I don't believe in transubstantiation.
Transubstantiation. What's that?
Transubstantiation is the belief that something could be made whole.
Oh, okay.
There's no such thing as a holy piece of bread or a holy dish of water.
There's holy cheese though.
No.
Swiss cheese. That's got lots of holes in it.
There you are. There you are.
Yeah, so the water, I think water means something like you're washing away these, like metaphorically speaking, with the tsunami, you're like washing away these this legion of demons that operate as a hive mind. This is a really interesting reading. I never expected to find someone as interesting as you to do a reading about. Yeah, this is really interesting. So heaven, shark, plastic. Heaven, shark, plastic. Okay. Hark the angels hark. Is that part of a hymn? Hark, something about harking. What's that mean?
There's a old Frank Sinatra song, "Hark the Herald Angels Sing," the Christmas tune.
Oh yeah, hark the herald angels sing. Yeah, what does hark mean then?
Behold,
Ah,
I think.
it means pay attention. Yeah, attend,
Yeah.
note, listen, hark.
Yeah.
So,
I have an interpretation for all of this.
oh yeah, okay, go for it. I like this. I do this often. I let people kind of give their interpretation.
So the dove means that I am trying to be compassionate. I have to try to be temperance. But my role is so small in my life that both of those things are very hard to do. So I struggle with staying compassionate and staying temperate because I have a small role. Imitation. Everybody aspires to be like somebody, right? They always want to be like somebody. But they will never be like that somebody until they are ripe. Until they ripen. They have to turn like that. The chameleon, just as a ripe fruit, a fruit is green in one season and then yellow in another and orange in its ripe season, or light color, darker, dark. And sometimes to ripen and turn colors, you must fall.
Yes.
Now, being a lamb, you are easy to follow a shepherd. That shepherd could be agent of evil, like a demon, or it could be agent of good, which is Jesus.
Or an angel.
But this decision, no, you shouldn't. Any angel that says to follow him is a demon.
Okay,
Angels have the
interesting.
capacity. Angels have the ability to have free will and are not in any way, shape, or form on the same level or capacity or ability
As a human.
as God. We do have the ability to command angels, but they aren't God. So if an angel tells you to follow it, then it's a demon. A demon disobeys God, and that's how I believe the Muslim Church, Islam, and the Mormon faith began, was because of a demon. But I digress.
That
You
actually
have-
is something that might resonate with what I've learned recently from a guy called Jason Bickford. He talks about disembodied spirits co-founding the other Abrahamic religions, especially Islam.
There's only one Abrahamic religion, and that is Christianity. Judaism is Christianity's precursor. Judaism was fulfilled with the advent of Jesus. Therefore, Christianity is the fulfillment of Judaism, linking the two inextricably together through Jesus. Now, as I was saying, you have a choice to follow an agent of evil or to follow Jesus Christ, but you choose to follow Jesus, which could lead to a frown. It could lead to you being upset with dissatisfaction for following one or the other. Both of these are tough decisions that ultimately will lead to dissatisfaction because of inner repression. Inner repression leads to dissatisfaction. But in the end, all of this is washed away. It's all washed away. And we are set free from being upset and this, life of disparity. With the poltergeist and the hive mind, I think, if I honestly am going to say what I think it is, I think the poltergeist is referring to humanity, humans' ways of creating a reason to exist, to create a hive
Materialism?
mind of sorts. No, a hive mind is what it's getting at. It's humanity's ability to try and create a hive mind. Scripture indicates that there'll be a mark of the beast that will connect everybody. And what do we have? We've got social media and phones and all these terrifically awful things that lead to all of this. But we are trying to create it. Our possession, or poltergeist, the thing that we're following, versus even an agent of evil or Jesus, is this poltergeist. We're possessed. Humanity is possessed in our pursuit to create a hive mind. Now, these things, heaven, are the ways that we can counter this. These are the way. This is what heaven counters. So heaven exists to counter the predatory nature of the hive mind, the fake materialistic hive mind. Okay?
Yeah.
All of this and this exists to counter these two. That's my interpretation.
I like that interpretation, man. That was really good. Yeah.
I have another with some other things, like the I think that this could all be referring to me. I just got some Yorkshire tea, and it's very good.
Do you like
and I
Earl
really
Grey?
like it. What?
Do you like Earl Grey by any chance?
Yes.
I love Earl Grey.
Yes, I
Earl
do.
Grey's the shit.
Yeah, I love this Yorkshire tea. It's delicious. It's so wonderful.
got lots of tea over here, of course. Where I come from, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you want to call it there, or do you want me to pour you even more cards?
I don't care. Whatever you'd like.
Let's pull 3 more, because I really like how you're decoding these cards, especially because they're for you. I think your perspective on them is quite important. It almost renders redundant what I'm doing here as a reader, but I think I can point you in the right direction. You know, I can give. Do you think I helped in you coming to terms with what was going on in this reading at all?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, that's fair enough. Bear, round door. There's lots of bears where you come from.
But
Are there lots of bears where you come from?
are there lots of bears where I come from?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Um. Oh, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing that I'm seeing the light from. Let me just create some distance between the light from this card is like shining on the bear's face, like a kind of like basking in the glory of some kind of truth of some kind. And I think this door is like more of like a window to that light. Oh yeah, if that makes sense.
Interesting.
And I think that this door is the threshold between the light and the beholding of the said light.
I think I know what this means.
Okay.
I just renewed my conservative donation. I just put in for my new card and everything, and I got invited to meet with, at a little conference, to meet with the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. I don't know where you're from, but to meet with the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Which one?
What do you mean, which one?
Which one?
What do you mean, which
The
one?
one currently in power?
There's only one Prime Minister.
Yeah, I know. I just mean like the one that's
Rishi
like,
Sunak. I got
really?
it. Yes. And I believe that to be a doorway to an opportunity that I can't covet.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well.
That kind of reminded me of those like big doors that they have at Westminster. That's why it reminded me of that.
Fair enough. Well, you know, the reading
I've-
doesn't have to be one thing. I think it can be more than
to take
one
this
thing.
call really quick. I will be right back again. Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
Hello.